post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. The slot man in motion right. On play action. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Miller in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins. And that's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. 3rd down here.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
64 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Fight back down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Give up 3 right here.
Touchdown! Scotty Miller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I've warned against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Grant. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And point, I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. Scotty Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. It's now 27. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's able to find Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
Let's go. Let's get that touch.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. The guy's man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 72 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Can I see some defense, Jesus?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. To the sideline, and that
Christian Watson head touch.
Get both feet in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to Grant. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? And he's going to go down again. Devontae Wyatt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. He's turning in a pretty impressive
impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like...
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
He'll buy some time right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
Get 300! Get 300!
This is Grant. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. They'll run here on third and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On play action, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.